Hello, I'm Donna Bush with your Wednesday CIG TV news brief and weather forecasts. Government is getting ready to test its arrangements for travelers who arrive in the Cayman Islands during the first phase of border reopening next month. As previously announced, a small group of travelers arriving on a British Airways flight tomorrow have been selected to take part in a pilot program that will let them quarantine at home instead of in a government facility. Officials from many agencies across government, including public health, border control, travel, and public safety, are working together to create a procedure that is safe and effective for participants while minimizing any risk of COVID-19 to the community. The new at-home process is reinforced by monitoring technology and stronger enforcement measures focused on the quarantine process. On Tuesday, officials were able to observe a walkthrough of how these procedures will operate for travelers arriving at the Owen Roberts Airport, giving all parties a chance to see exactly what steps will be taken to protect essential workers at the airport, other travelers, and the Cayman Islands population from COVID-19. As previously announced, those persons selected for the Quarantine and Residence Test program will be required to remain in isolation for a minimum of 14 days and may only leave following a negative test signed off by the medical officer of health. Persons in quarantine who breach isolation may be required to spend the remainder of their isolation in a government facility. If the breach amounts to a criminal offense, they may be warned for prosecution. Well, applying for criminal records in the Cayman Islands will now become easier after some recent challenges.
We're aware that persons have been experiencing much longer wait times than usual for the processing of applications, and we do apologize for any inconvenience caused. These delays have resulted in a backlog of applications which we're working diligently to clear. These stem from several issues, including disruptions due to COVID-19 restrictions and a significant spike since the restrictions have been lifted and parts of the economy reopening. We have made adjustments, including deploying additional resources to allow us to work through the backlog and return to a more consistent time frame for processing applications.
The standard turnaround time for all criminal record applications is now 5 working days to ensure that robust due diligence and vetting are not compromised. All applications must be submitted online. You can go via eservices.gov.ky online for police clearance certificates and rcips.ky for forms for other applications. Well, visiting specialists who have not been able to travel to the Cayman Islands because of COVID-19 restrictions are offering their patients continuity of care through a new dedicated telemedicine suite. It's the most recent addition to the H.S.A.'s continuously expanding telemedicine services. The new Telemedicine Suite includes a consultation room, an examination room, and a next-generation InTouch Health RP Lite 4 telemedicine robot nicknamed Sally. With the use of the robot, patients can see, hear, and interact with their physicians in real time. In addition to telemedicine robots, we're told the H.S.A. has been utilizing other forms of telehealth, such as video chats and telephone, to consult with and triage patients throughout the COVID-19 pandemic. Well, today's high temperature, turning now to the weather, reached 90 degrees, the low 78, and we can expect partly cloudy skies with a 30% chance of showers, which are possible with some thunder. Winds are east to southeast at 5 to 10 knots. Seas are slight with wave heights of 1 to 3 feet. Now, the synopsis calls for light winds and slight seas, which are expected across the Cayman Islands due to a weak pressure gradient over the Caribbean. Radar images show scattered showers over the Cayman area, which are moving towards the west. There are a few systems in the region which are being closely monitored by the National Hurricane Center in Miami, Florida. However, these systems pose no immediate threat, or no threat at all, to the Cayman Islands. For further details on these systems, you can go online to nhc.noaa, that's NOAA.gov. For more on our local weather conditions, you can go online to weather.gov.ky or simply download their app, CINWS. And that ends today's news brief here on CIG Television. I'm Donna Bush, wishing you a safe and a great night, as always.